So how has my diet gone? The whole week I chose to eat nothing but meats, and I did eat an avocado daily and some cactus leaves. And not every day on the cactus leaves. For example, yesterday I did eat my avocado, but I ate like 24 chicken wings uh, in Frank's red sauce, mounted with butter. And some homemade blue cheese dressing that I made. The only criticism I have of my whole week's meals is when I needed to use a sauce that involved mayonnaise. I'm stuck with soy because, believe it or not, I really don't like the strength of the flavor of the original mayonnaise developed in France in the 18th century. He used olive oil. And I guess you could salt it and vinegar it up pretty good, but it's still that olive oil is a little tough. And even that may be slightly inflammatory because it's not completely saturated. I believe olive oil is mono unsaturated, means it actually has one connection that isn't quite right and it bends a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of getting into the biochemistry. This is fun. Your polyunsaturated oils are horrific, and that's why they stay liquid at room temperature. And they are extremely bad for you. Sorry, I live by a really busy street, so if that came in, well. So all week, I just ate meats, and my weight, I must have hit a set point. I am maintaining absolutely beautifully. In fact, I haven't raised or lowered substantially my kilos. That is, I haven't gone up at all. If I went down maybe a couple of 100 grams. But the thing is, since I'm eating, and I ate all week, one meal a day, and I think there was a day that I actually ate twice. Oh, and I ate some eggs during the week. So in that sense, I have pretty much been carnivore, again, minus the avocado and the cactus leaves here and there. But I don't mind them. I mean, I think they're delicious, and I know they're imparting calcium, potassium, everything you could possibly take in a supplement, those two things have. So this week I'm going to eat today, tomorrow, and then at my dinner time, which is around 2 o'clock on the clock, which is actually noon according to the sun. So literally midday, as like historically humans have known, the sun, high noon, that's when I'm eating. And then I won't eat again until Friday. So I'm going to have a 72-hour autophagy and skin cleaning fast, because I still have all this, not loose skin, but like I said, when I can crumple it, and it just feels kind of like an extra covering. It's weird. It's not hanging, and it's not. But when I'll move my legs or something, and I'll have some folds that I never had before, obviously because I was so fat. But after that, my body will get very efficient at reconsuming the proteins in my skin and collagen and all that. I mean, things are beginning to renew on my body, which is kind of interesting. I'm building, again, your liver, I think, rebuilds itself very quickly, within days to weeks. Lungs renew, I believe, every, I think I heard 20 years, but I think it's a little quicker than that, assuming it's not scarred and damaged and destroyed. If you've been doing damage to your body for any great length period of time, that's kind of a bad thing. And bones, I know, regenerate every 7 years. So here in the next 7 years, I'm hoping to reproduce a pretty darn awesome, healthy body. Everything's in equilibrium, everything's working right. And something really scary you should pay attention to. I know there's enough scare in there about things that really won't hurt you, but this one will, because it's tangible and it's real. You need to work out a different paradigm of your eating. You need to take everything you've learned in the last 50 years and throw it out the window. Do not trust any first world modern governments on their food triangles, their good eating plates, and any of that garbage. I need you to do your research if you care. I mean, if you like being in pain, you like being inflamed, you want to get Alzheimer's, because the evidence is in. There's studies, if you will look for them. They're not just going to come out and tell you, because the food industry has huge amounts of money. And are they actively suppressing the information? Not yet. But I think after this latest year and a half of BS, they're going to come out in force and actually start convincing people that being fat is beautiful, being in joint pain is wonderful, because we have a medicine for you. And all the things that go with eating the incorrect human diet. But I'll leave that to you. You guys look that up for yourself. I'm just some idiot on the internet who made it work in fewer than a couple of months. I mean, I've already been healthy for 2 months already, and it only took me about 3 weeks to a month to reverse some of the damage, and the rest is just kind of a repair thing. I imagine within the next year, I won't even remember what a headache feels like. I haven't had one since I went through my electrolytes, sugar withdrawals. I haven't had a headache. I haven't been sick. I haven't had snotty noses, none of this stuff. A little crunchy this morning. Of course, I do have my coffee with ginger and turmeric in it, which is really delicious. And they say it's good, and it hasn't harmed me, so I guess it'll work. But back on the health thing, I have a friend who's 43. Yes, you heard me right. 4 times 10 plus 3 years old. 23 years old. Heart bypass. In all of my life, I had never heard of people in their 40s dealing with this. My grandpa had his first heart attack at 53, but he was a pounder, man. He had been a pounder. And I mean, for years before I was born. My dad says he remembers him emptying a case of beer. And I mean a case, friends. That's 24 bottles in an evening. All right? He was a functional drunk is what they called him. So, I mean, he'd go to work every day. He'd come home, pound his beer. Then he went to wine. Then he went to Scotch whiskey. And at 60, finally, the arrhythmias caught up with him. And he did smoke a lot. So was it really the alcohol? Was it the cigs? Well, 6 one, half dozen the other. We know they're both pretty bad for you. Even the WHO will agree with that, minus the alcohol. But if you look into alcohol and what it does to your liver and your brain, you will discover that it will give you atrial fibrillations, if you will. But that's up to you. I mean, you want to get drunk all the time? Do it. Who am I? I'm just some idiot on the internet. I think I said that twice already. I'm an idiot on the internet. Thrice. So anyway, all I do is I'm a messenger. I just tell stories. I tell stories about what has helped me. By the way, the doctor the other day that I couldn't remember, his name is Dr. Barry. He's a carnivore. He eats 1 meal a day, and he eats meat, period. Punto. Final. And he's done it for years. And it just doesn't look like things are falling off on the man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Keep eating your whole wheat things and enjoy high insulin. Bet you've never had that checked, but that's another video for another day. So we're running up to nine minutes here. So I'll let you guys go, just to let you know that I can't believe some of the sicknesses I'm seeing in friends of mine. People are falling over left and right, and I'm not even talking about the genetic stuff. I'm talking about stuff that should not have happened to them. It's up to you. Like I said, just a messenger. We will catch you on the next video. From fat to fit after 50. And I think I finally found something. I wish I had known when I was younger, but hey, you know what? All I can remember is the Wizard of Oz. When she said, "Hey, Witch of the North, why didn't you tell her to tap her shoes?" Well, she wouldn't have appreciated it or understood it at that time. Yeah, we always have to go through some kind of crap before we actually decide, well, maybe I don't know everything in the world. Enjoy. You can do this, guys. You really can. Ask me about it in the comments. We'll talk soon. Bye.